in the Donald Trump civil fraud case. Let's be clear, the court didn't erase the fraud findings, but it said that the punishment was excessive, unconstitutional, and a blatant abuse of power.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is something that the mainstream media is not going to talk about. That the New York Court of Appeals just threw out a $500 million penalty in the Donald Trump civil fraud case. Let's be clear, the court didn't erase the fraud findings, but it said that the punishment was excessive, unconstitutional, and a blatant abuse of power. This is not a small technicality. This ruling strikes at the heart of the politically motivated case designed to cripple Trump financially. Now let's look at it. Here's how we got here. New York Attorney General Letitia James accused Trump of inflating the value of his properties to secure better loans and insurance deals.
Millions of documents that were submitted by Mr. Trump and others. I am announcing that today we are filing a lawsuit against Donald Trump for violating the law as part of his efforts to generate profits for himself, his family, and his company. The complaint demonstrates that Donald Trump falsely inflated his net worth by billions of dollars to unjustly enrich himself and to cheat the system, thereby cheating all of us. He did this with the help of the other defendants, his children, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka Trump, and Eric Trump, and former Trump Organization CFO Alan Weisselberg and Trump Organization Controller Jeffrey McConney. Mr. Trump and the Trump Organization repeatedly and persistently manipulated the value of assets to induce banks to lend money to the Trump Organization on more favorable terms than would otherwise have been available to the company, to pay lower taxes, to satisfy continuing loan agreements, and to induce insurance companies to provide insurance coverage for higher limits and at lower premiums.
Judge Arthur, I might mess his name up, Engeron, in a stunning move, not only found Trump liable, but imposed a penalty approaching $500 million once interest was included. This was supposed to break Trump financially, keep him from running for president, to stop his businesses cold and humiliate him on a national stage. But Trump appealed. And now a 5-judge panel has ruled. I'm going to say it again. A 5-judge panel has ruled the fine violates the 8th Amendment ban on excessive penalties. In other words, the punishment did not fit the crime. In a statement on Truth Social, Donald Trump responded, "Total victory in the fake New York State Attorney General Letitia James case. I greatly respect the fact that the court had the courage to throw out this unlawful and disgraceful decision that was hurting business all throughout New York State." The appeals court made 3 key points. First, Trump is still on record as having committed fraud. That finding stands for now. Second, the financial penalty was unconstitutional. You cannot bankrupt a man with fines that go beyond reason. Third, the restrictions on Trump's businesses, like having an independent monitor, remain in place. In short, they wanted oversight, but they couldn't justify destroying him. Make no mistake, this was political lawfare. Letitia James campaigned on getting Trump.
America is an uncharted territory.
We are angrier and more deeply divided than we've ever been at any point in our history since the Civil War. And at the eye of the storm is Donald Trump, ripping families apart, threatening women's most basic rights. I'm running for Attorney General because I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president to an end. But we can only do it if all of you exercise the most fundamental right, a right which is basic to democracy, and that is the right to vote. With the country at war with itself, you may be wondering what you could possibly do to change it. The answer is simple: everything. And it starts with electing an Attorney General who will never back down when Trump or anyone else threatens our rights. So I hope that you will join me and vote on Thursday.
And Engoron delivered the ruling that looked more like a political hit job than an application of justice. The appeals court decision doesn't erase the stain of bias, it exposes it. Because if the punishment was unconstitutional, then what does that say about the motives behind the case? So what happens now? James says she may appeal to the New York highest court. That means the case isn't over, but the state just lost its biggest weapon, the financial nuke aimed at Trump's empire. But for Trump, this is a huge victory. It doesn't clear his name entirely, but it relieves the crushing weight of $500 million in fines. Here's the bigger lesson, brothers and sisters. When prosecutors weaponize the law, they damage more than one man. They damage the trust in the system. Today it's Trump. Tomorrow it could be me. The next day it could be you. If the courts can inflate penalties just to punish political opponents, then no business owner, no citizen is truly safe. And think about the absurdity. Banks that loaned Trump money testified that they were repaid with interest and they suffered no loss. Yet the state wanted to fine Trump $500 million for fraud. That's not justice, ladies and gentlemen. That's vengeance. But the biggest weapon Letitia James had just has been taken away. This is a turning point. It proves that even in New York, courts can see when it proves that even in New York, there are judges that see when the courts went to, Jesus Christ. It proves that even in New York, there are judges that see when the justice system just goes too far. The real question is, will this open the door for more accountability for prosecutors who use their office as a political weapon? Or will this fight drag on in New York's highest court? Or will this decision play a role in the federal investigation against Tish James when they say that she violated Trump's civil rights and the NRA civil rights? I want to hear from you, brothers and sisters, because we all know the old saying, when the rabbit got the gun, the hunter better run. She's been hunting Trump for all these years, and now she's becoming the hunted. And don't forget to go to blackwestchester.com. It's the news with the black point of view. And also to support us through our merch. You can always support us through our merch, independent media, blackwestchestermerch.shop. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay blacktastic. Peace.
Rep the movement. Get your official Black Westchester merch today. Hoodies, tees, and more at blackwestchestermerch.shop. Wear your voice, make a statement. Thank you to everyone who supported us through Super Chat. Your contributions keep independent media alive and thriving. We couldn't do it without you.
Tired of the same emotional politics that lead nowhere. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure by Damon K. Jones is the book Black America needs right now. It exposes the lies, challenges the gatekeepers, and calls for real strategy, not just symbolism. Power starts with truth. On sale, now, and available in audiobook on Amazon.
Tolerance is for Cowards by Damon K. Jones. This book is not anti-police, it's pro-community. Discover how the extended policing strategy empowers you to demand real public safety, justice, and accountability from your local police department. Because the Black community deserves good policing. On sale now on Amazon and Audible. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Support independent Black media with style. Rock Black Westchester merch and represent the news with the Black point of view. Every purchase helps us speak truth to power.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.